Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me. Today I'll be sharing with you some of my drugstore alternatives to a few of my high-end favorite items, and I wouldn't really call this a dupes video because to me personally I find there's uniqueness in every single beauty product, kind of like a snowflake, and I guess that's why I buy so many items from high-end and also drugstore, and everything I'm going to mention today has really similar formulation, feel on the face, and also pigmentation as well, which I find to be essential in any kind of beauty product. And without further blabbering, we'll get onto the products and their alternatives. The first pair we're going to talk about today is what initially inspired this video, and this first one is the Revlon PhotoReady Insta-Fix highlighting stick in the shade Pink Light, and I only saw this being sold in one chemist, the Terra White Chemist in Met Center underneath Wynyard Station. And I've been loving this one ever since. The formulation and the creaminess of this is on par with the Clinique Chubby stick in the shade Hefty highlight, and also the appearance of these two are really similar as well, in that they're both pink cream highlights. The top is the Clinique and the bottom is the Revlon. Looks beautiful. I do find the Revlon one a bit more pretty on the face in its reflective properties. Both of these don't move your makeup underneath, super easy to apply and blend as well, but in this case I do prefer this drugstore alternative. The next set of dupes are for eyeshadows that I've been banging on about. These Chantecaille mermaid eyeshadows are an absolute dream to work with. The pigmentation and the finish on the eyes is metallic, really beautiful, and the application is just like butter, ultra smooth, super easy to blend, and I can't say enough about these guys, but a really close formulation to these guys in my collection from the drugstore are these L'Oreal L'Ombre Pure eyeshadows, and especially in their nude code ones. They have a few different codes in their collection, but the nude code ones are the closest to these Chantecaille ones. I got the shade Nude 207 and the Nude 201, which is like a purple taupe shade. This is like a white pigment. But the feel, application and the blendability is exactly the same as the Chantecaille. I'll say the L'Oreal ones are probably a hair touch down in pigmentation, but that's really nitpicking. All in all, they're really comparable eyeshadows, and I'll definitely also recommend the L'Oreal infallible eyeshadows in the same like L'Oreal drugstore range as well, because they're my highly recommend all-time favorite drugstore eyeshadows. Next up we have some blushes in my favorite formulation, which is in between a cream and a powder, and it gives you the most natural and even finish on the cheeks. And you guys know I've been loving the Clinique cheek pops for the longest time, and now for winter I've been loving the L'Oreal Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl blush as well. Both of these, the formulation is really smooth and pigmented. There's never any dryness or patchiness on the cheeks, and it gives you the most natural radiant glow as well, because they're not exactly a powder. And also, since they're not exactly a powder, it feels really well balanced for those who have drier skin, which I do have on my cheek area. So for the winter time I do prefer these blushes. And so a really close formulation of these are the Balm In-Stain blushes. I know they're not exactly drugstore, but the price is really similar. I got the In-Stain blush in the shade Argyle, which is this beautiful baby pink shade. And the formulation of this is exactly the same compared to these two blushes, but the pigmentation is in between, in that it's a bit more pigmented compared to the Clinique, but a little less pigmented compared to the L'Oreal one. And I find pigmentation in blush, it's a really personal thing. For me, I really like my blushes to be a touch down in pigmentation, because I like to go in with a light hand, and so that if I do need more, I can always go in and add more. But if I do go in with a hard hand, like if I work with a really pigmented blush, I do find it a bit more hard to take off the product. One of my favorite everyday easy to wear lipstick is this one from L'Oreal, part of their Color Riche line, and this is the shade Velvet Rose. It's like a My Lips but rosier shade, and I absolutely love this lipstick because it's ultra moisturizing on the lips, and also the pigmentation is really beautiful. I do have sensitive lips, which leads me to steer away from most lip products in general, but for this one it just feels really comfortable, like a lip balm on the lips, and as you wear it, it still feels comfortable. So after a few hours the pigmentation is still there and it still looks gorgeous. And a really close formula dupe of this from the high-end from like department stores is this YSL lipstick, part of their Rouge Pure Couture, and this is my favorite nude as well. In the shade 06 is this beautiful nude pinky shade. Both of these, the formula is exactly the same in that they're really lightweight, super hydrating on the lips, and the pigmentation is really beautiful. Another lip product I've been loving since summer here in Sydney is this Giorgio Armani Lip Maestro in the shade 500. First of all, the color and the pigmentation of these are absolutely gorgeous, and also the feel of this on the lips is really luxurious. And from the drugstore, a really close formula dupe. First of all, it's from Revlon and it's their Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. I have the shade Devotion here, and I'm actually wearing Devotion today as well, so it looks beautiful on the lips. And a second alternative is from Bourjois and is part of their Rouge Edition Velvet. So the formulation of these three are really similar, and the feel on the lips is exactly the same. I do find the drugstore alternatives a hair touch down in lasting power, and also these drugstore ones feel a tad bit thicker compared to the Giorgio Armani, but all in all, they're very compatible lip products. So if you're interested in the Armani, do check out these ones as well. And these are all of my drugstore alternatives for today's video. Today's video is actually a suggestion from one of my beautiful friends here on YouTube. So if you guys have any questions or video requests, please comment them down below. If you guys found this video any helpful, please do subscribe and like down below as well. And today is actually Ayan's birthday, so let's wish her a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Ayan. Happy birthday. I hope you friends all are having a beautiful day. Thank you guys so much for spending the time with me. And until next time, bye. Bye.